Hello, everyone. So, on behalf of the Greens family, we want to wish you all the best for this season. A Merry Christmas and a happy New Year. That is on behalf of the Greens family. And we also would like to thank everyone who support the Greens family throughout the year by liking, sharing, and always leaving those positive comments. We appreciate the interaction and we genuinely appreciate your love and support towards our family. Thank you so much. So, I wake up this morning with a heart of gratitude. I am grateful every day, but there is a specific incident that took place in 2013. That's 11 years ago. And every time I remember that incident, it allows me to appreciate God even more. So, in 2013, I'm going to share with you how God narrowly escaped me from being thrown behind bars for a good time. I don't know how long it would have been, but it's in 2013 that incident took place, and now it's 2024. And maybe now would have been half my jail sentence. And every time I remember how God saved me, I am more grateful each day. So in 2013, on December the 31st, it was the night before New Year's, and we were about to celebrate New Year's. So I'm going to draw you back a little bit earlier in the year of 2013. I was in a club and I was having a jolly good time drinking, smoking, partying with my friends and all of that. And a lot of people don't testify because they don't want people to look at them a certain way, to say, oh, you really were like that. Well, I am not ashamed of anything because I have never been perfect, and that is the reason why I have to thank God each day, because he's the one who's putting me together. I have never been perfect. So in 2013, I was in this club and I was having a good time, like I said, and I saw a piece of paper. It was laying on the ground, and it was in the club was dark, and the light is flashing. But this piece of paper, every time I see this piece of paper, it seems as if it was some money. So I went over to take it up. But when I went over there, I realized it was a piece of paper. So I forget about it. So a few minutes goes by, and when I look, I saw the piece of paper again, and it tricked me again. I'm going to have to throw away this piece of paper because I saw it first. I thought it was money. When I went over there, it was a piece of paper. So I went the second time, and the moment I was about to take up the piece of paper, it was as if a wind blew away the paper. So I couldn't get to take it up. And the paper blew out of the crowd into a little area where it was very convenient. So I just forget about the piece of paper. So I go back, start enjoying myself again, and then I saw the piece of paper again, and I'm like, this piece of paper is as if I am just going to have to take up this piece of paper, because it is now ringing on my mind. Like every time I see this piece of paper, I think it is some money, and it just keeps tricking me over and over again. So I went over, I take up the piece of paper, and I look on the piece of paper, and it says, Jesus love you, give him a chance. So it meant a lot to me, but I didn't really take it so personal. But I was a bit curious to know that the paper was laying in one spot, and the moment I was about to take up this piece of paper, the paper blew to an area that was convenient for me to get that message. So I didn't necessarily take that message lightly, but I didn't take it really serious. But I remember it like yesterday. So I held on to that piece of paper, and I was like, what is this? Is God trying to say something to me? Anyway, fast forward, it was the 31st of December, and I am at a bar this time. And while I'm at this bar, I was drinking, I don't remember the exact kind of liquor I was drinking, but I was playing a poker box. And I had $460 on the poker box. You could bet $30 and you could raise the bet to like $60. I am telling you, I remember this like it just happened. And and this is from 2013. So I was playing the poker box, and you're winning, you're losing, and stuff like that. I had $460 on the poker box, and I bet $30 out of it. Someone came to the bar to see me, a friend, and that friend came to the bar and leave something with me and tell me to more than one thing, and tell me to bring it to a specific location. And at that time I was very illegal now, because I have so many different illegal things on me, and I'm like, I'm going to have to get out of this place. But I had $460 on the box, so I'm saying, let me just bet off this $460 very fast so I can get moving. And I'm talking like around 9 o'clock, 9:30, somewhere there around. And we are anticipating on celebrating New Year's. We're supposed to meet up with some other friends, and we're supposed to go to this party and stuff like that. And a lot of things could went down, because that is how we operate back in those days. So while I was there playing this poker box now, and I'm trying to bet, I'm betting the highest bet, so I'm betting 30 each time, and I'm raising it to 60 because I'm trying to get rid of the 460 so I can just leave the bar, in which I could just easily tell the bartender to just withdraw the 460. But we don't normally take off like 460 off the box. We try to bring it up to like 4,000 or 5,000. So I was playing and see if I could actually bring up the coins some more. So I remember there was a young guy that went outside of the bar. He passed away now. He passed away around 3-4 years ago. He went outside of the bar, and he came back inside immediately and said, if any one of you guys have anything on you illegal, try to get rid of it as quick as possible, because so many police is coming inside of the bar. The moment I hear the word police, I turn to look, and that bar is a one entry. There is one door to the bathroom. The bathroom doesn't have any exit. You have to come back inside of the bar, and there is only one door to get out of the bar. And the moment I turn, I could start seeing the shoulder of one of the police officers who was about to enter the bar already. They was like so close, I couldn't do nothing. I was literally thinking I was thinking thousands of things was running through my mind. Am I supposed to do this? Am I supposed to do that? I was literally sweating because I had no option. So many things started going through my mind. At one point I started saying to myself, no, everyone is going to find out how much of a loser I am. I finally failed my mother. I finally fail on everything. I am going to spend a long time behind bars. And 4 of the police officers came inside of the bar. There was around 10 person inside of the bar, and other people was standing outside of the bar. Those person were being searched outside, and around 10 person was inside of the bar, including the bartender. I'm not sure if it's exactly 10, but around that amount of persons. So 4 police officers came inside of the bar, and 2 police officers was standing at the door, making sure that no one couldn't get out. And I was there, and I was saying to myself that this is it. I am done. I am totally finished. I know once they search me, I am going to be in a serious struggle right now. And I'm seeing myself behind bars for a long time. And I remember growing up, I've always been a God-fearing child. And I always tend to cry out to God whenever I am in trouble. But that is one thing I know in life. When you're in trouble, seek God. But when He help you out of that trouble, don't forget Him. Because not every time you're going to be able to be, experiencing His grace. His grace is sufficient, but it is also limited. And I pray a simple prayer. I said, Lord, protect me, cover me, cover me. That was all I said. I said, Lord, protect me. And I said, cover me, cover me. And that was all I said. And I kept playing the box as if I wasn't even bothered by what was happening. And the police officers came inside, 4 of them, 2 at the door. And they started to search everyone. They went into the bathroom. They searched the garbage bin. They searched the bartender. They searched the thing that the bartender keep the money inside of. They opened the fridge and look inside of it. They have a little fridge on the counter. It's like a Red Bull fridge. They open it. They take out a few of the Red Bull and they put them back inside. And the police officer was saying something like, I know all the tricks, And he was searching like, the searching was so different. They searched a guy on the wall, and next police officer searched the same guy again. And they were searching and they were searching and they were searching and they were searching. And a police officer came over to me and said to me, have you been searched? And I said to him, I'm the first one that gets searched. I tell a lie. But I genuinely know that lie didn't have nothing to do with me not being searched. I said that's what I said to him. I said, I'm the first one that gets searched. And I pressed back and I pressed the box. I continue to press the box and continue to play the game. And I'm staying focused. I am not looking left. I'm not looking right. I am not doing anything out of the ordinary. I'm just being myself. But everyone in that bar gets searched at least twice. At least twice. And I didn't get a search. I didn't get a search. They didn't search me, not even. That was the only question. And when they asked me that question, in my mind I was like, this is it. But I just say, I'm the first one gets searched. But I genuinely know that it had nothing to do with the lie that I tell. I am 100% sure that the lie had nothing to do with it, because the person in the bar, everyone in the bar gets searched at least twice. And who gets searched once get a good search, because it's as if they get a call about the bar. So many things was running through my mind. At one point I was thinking, is this a setup? I'm starting to think, what if the person who come to see, who give me all these things set me up? I started to think so many different things. But the police officer never searched me. And after they asked me that question, they walk around the bar again. They start to put their hand down into the pool, because the pool table, they start to put their hand down into the pool table, down into where the ball is supposed to go. And they're feeling the different holes. And it's as if they weren't leaving until they capture something. And everyone get their good search. And they leave the bar. And when they leave out of the bar, it was as if my heart dropped from 1,000 miles to the earth. I was so relieved. And I heard someone in the bar said something. A young guy said, this is the only man that don't get searched. Pointed at me and said, I'm the only person that didn't get searched. And the bartender was like, I realized it, but I wasn't saying anything. So, they started to talk about it, to say that they realized that I was the only one who didn't get searched. And while they were saying that, I couldn't do anything. I couldn't even say anything. But the moment the police officers leave, I leave that bar. And I went away. And I still meet with my friends. I'm not going to tell you that, the next day I started doing the right thing. No. I still went out with my friends and we still had a jolly good time, but it wasn't a jolly good time for me. Everyone was laughing and, having that good time, but I was just thinking to myself, oh God, save me. Because I was seeing myself being behind bars for a long time. I'm telling you, Greens family, I have nothing to hide. I was very illegal at that time. And if I had been caught in that specific moment, I would have been spending nothing less than 20 years or more behind bars. I am sure about it. I wouldn't have a wife today. I wouldn't have this amazing family that God has blessed me with. I wouldn't be here. You wouldn't even you wouldn't hear nothing about me. You wouldn't hear anything about me. I'm telling you. And every time it come closer to this season, my gratitude for God, it just grow to another dimension. Each year it just grow to another dimension, because every year that passes is like I'm saying, this could have been another year of me just sitting down in a room, not knowing when I'm going to come out of this place, not knowing if I'm ever going to have a family, how is my life going to end up, and stuff like that. And things like these happen to a lot of young youth with a good intention, but a lot of us get caught up because of a certain road that we choose to take on, and genuinely that is not us. And I know personally there is so many youths right now that are behind bars, and they are doing a long sentence, and they wish they could turn back the hands of time. They wish they could turn back the hands of time. They have taken on some roads that they didn't really meant to do those things, but they get caught up one way or the other. And I don't see myself to be better than anyone else. I don't see myself to be left special rather than anyone else. We're breathing the same air. So I know genuinely that every single day that I wake up, I must continue to be grateful and to continue to remember the goodness that God has done for me. I will never forget. It's been 10 years now. I have given up on so many things: smoking, drinking, lying, gambling, all these things. And I have no intention of turning back, because I have experienced the goodness of God. And I know for a fact that there are so many youths right now that is going down this path. They're going down this path of destruction that they don't really understand that they are so close to being wiped away. And especially on social media. A lot of the youths right now, they're taking social media out of hand. A lot of people say, I am now becoming a content creator. And how they create videos is by speaking negatively about other people. How can I be a creator of something by, bringing down others, making up lies, or even if it's true, but speaking those things against our brothers and sisters, and we say that we are creating? And it is so unfair, because a lot of times this person says something negative about this person, it is not a problem. But the moment that person says something about this person, it is now a big problem. And people are losing their life over these things. And it is very sad. But I want to tell you this. I personally want to tell you this, that there is a God who is so much alive, and He's watching every one of us. And we will all have to give an account for the days and the life that we live. And because I know the kind of life that I used to live, and I know that I am nowhere near to being perfect. There is absolutely no one that exists that is perfect, but we're all working to perfection. I don't judge anyone. When I see a youth out there living a certain type of life, doing a certain type of thing, being hype and whatever, I just pity them, because I know I was like that. And I know that it's just an intervention. They just need an intervention. So we have to pray for them. We cannot judge them, because you have to take the beam from your eyes before you start, trying to take the beam from others. And that is why a lot of people think they can never do something better than what they are doing, because they believe that I'm just so caught up into this, I have to end my life into this. You don't have to. You don't have to. There is a God who loved you more than anything else in this world. And no matter how messed up you think you are, His arms is open wide and ready to receive you and ready to change you. And just try to work on that little relationship with Him. Pray, read the Bible, listen to sermon about Him, build that fellowship with Him in your quiet time, meditate upon His words, and you will definitely start seeing a transition where you will become able to control yourself and not be controlled by the things of this world. I remember there was a point in my life I couldn't go a certain time without doing certain things. And a lot of people will tell you that they can do anything that they want to do, but they cannot. A lot of people cannot go through an entire week without drinking, without smoking, without gambling, without doing these things, because these things has now become stronger than them and they're not able to resist these things. So they are living a life of bondage, yet they feel as if they are free. You don't have to necessarily be behind bars to be in bondage. Just being addicted and not being able to control yourself, that is more than addiction. That is slavery. So I just wanted to give that little testimony today. I just wanted to give that little testimony because that was an area of my life that I can never forget. I forget a lot of things that happened in my life, but that one incident, so many other things that God has done for me, so many, but that one is very special. And because I know that if he hadn't intervened that night, I wouldn't be here. I would have been somewhere I don't know. I would have been somewhere not knowing which day it is, not knowing how many years I have left in this place, or maybe I could have been 6 foot deep. Who knows? So I have to be grateful. Well, I do hope, Greens family, that this testimony was a blessing to you. And when I testify, I don't care about anything that anyone has to say. I care about releasing what God has put on my heart and what God has done for me. And by doing that, I genuinely know that someone will be enlightened to do something positive and to make a difference. So again, on behalf of the Greens family, we do appreciate you so much. If you have watched this video until the end, I personally would like to thank you so much, and also encourage you to, give the video a like, leave a comment, and all the best, like I said in the beginning, for this season. All the best for Christmas. We wish you all the best for your family and all the best for the New Year's. Thank you so much and have an amazing evening, morning, or night. Bye-bye.